What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNV Drivers Edition. Real quick, I don't know if you heard, there has been some catastrophic news inside the world of the Corvette C8, or should I say the Corvette C8 prototype testing. So let's talk about it. All right, as I quickly dive into this, for those of you that haven't seen, and the only thing I can tell you is I can't put up the pictures because they're kind of copyrighted, so I'm not going to mess with that. But I recommend you go online or search about Corvette goes up in flames. And yes, the C8 prototype E-ray has went up in flames in Southern Europe. What does that mean? Well, before people start losing their mind and getting all crazy, the information that has been let out so far is that pretty much there was an oil leak with the C8 E-ray, and due to the oil leak, it caught a fire. And when it went up in flames, it went up in flames. If you take a look at those pictures online, you will see there is not much left to the car. And besides maybe one or two rims, that car is completely unidentifiable. So does this mean the Corvette E-ray is a death trap? Let me not say that, but is it something you could be concerned about possibly catching a fire going forward or having some major issues when it comes to safety concerns? And I'm not General Motors, but they've already jumped ahead of that, sitting there saying that, one, they push their vehicles to the limit. So a lot of their prototypes will go through extreme situations or driving conditions that many people who own the car would never put them through. And the reason why they put them through those tests is to verify where there are flaws or weaknesses in components. In situations like this, although it's unfortunate and it wasn't planned, they actually look for things like this, not so much a fire to take place, but they look for wear and breakdown in components so they know where they need to focus their engineering to put out a better product. And that's why even up until the actual day that the vehicle is released, and sometimes a few months after, they continue to use their test mules for R&D. And that's why we often get things like recalls and so forth to swap out parts that we didn't even know were an issue, because there's still R&D in the cars they built to base the production off of. So I don't think this is any major concern to be concerned about. It is something you should possibly, I would say, just be aware of, not even keep an eye on, just be aware of. But prior to this setback, the E-ray was going full steam ahead with production. Well, I'm not gonna say production, but with, you know, all their tests and so forth, and it's been holding up quite well. So in the grand scheme of things, I feel like it's a pretty reliable vehicle, and that it's actually making strong strides to make production and move forward. Now, they didn't say which version of the C8 E-ray this was, meaning was it an earlier production type or a later production type, but based off the wheels and designs compared to what I've seen a lot in the news lately, but I really haven't been releasing any E-ray information, it looks like one of their very first older production models. because it was heavily disguised as a, I want to say, a base Stingray. So maybe that's something to be happy about. That's definitely something to look forward to when it comes to R&D, because they still have newer models with more designs and more up-to-date technology that are in play. That should be a better vehicle to start off of. So anywho, that was my 2 cents. Just wanted to chime in and let you know that the E-ray did catch a fire and pretty much burned down to a crisp. ICNV Driver's Editions. If you have any questions about it, we can talk about it. As far as the whole development process, the R&D, or just what do I think of the E-ray? Do you think like it's now with this little bit information or what has recently happened, do you still have any faith in it? Because I truly believe this is going to become the Corvette that most people that was targeting the Z06 end up owning. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, share the information, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already. We have conversations all the time. We have cool things. We got a lot of trips and things coming ahead, so you might not want to miss out. Until the next episode, I'll see you in these streets. Peace.